A very good morning, children. Today we are going to continue with our class on generally accepted accounting principle. In the previous class, I had explained you about the generally accepted accounting principle. Today we'll be dealing with what do you mean by entity concept, dual concept, matching concept, money measurement concept, and going concept. Let's begin with what is entity concept. In entity concept, in accounting, a business or an organization and its owners are treated as two separately identifiable parties. That means a company or an organization, it keeps on, in accounting it keeps on, whenever you make an account, you have to make a separate account when you're talking about a business as a name, and the partners, those who are there, both should be separated. You cannot take it for a business organization, the capital invested by the owners, it is a liability for them. They have to, when the company winds up, the business or the company has to return back the money to the owners, right? So the business stands apart from the organization as a separate economic unit. It is necessary to record the business transactions separately to distinguish them from the owner's personal transaction. This helps to give a correct determination of the true financial condition of the business. This concept can be extended to accounting separately for various divisions of business in order to ascertain the financial result. If you want to get a good or the exact result of an organization, you always should differentiate between the company or the business and the people, those who have invested money in that. The entity view holds the business enterprise to be an institution in its own right, separate and distinct from the parties who furnish the funds. Okay, they both are different, both the entity and this. Okay, then dual aspect concept, it is very important in this accounting, is that each transaction, whichever you are taking place, that should be monetary, that, and each transaction needs to be recorded in two separate accounts. Why? It has a double entry. Why? Because a person is giving, somebody will be receiving it, isn't it? The accounting equation used in this concept is assets is equal to liability plus equity. Now I'll explain that equation through an example later. Let us first finish with dual aspect concept. The accounting equation is registered in the balance sheet where the assets total amount should be equal to the liabilities. All the assets, I told you that the report card of an organization is always termed as balance sheet, where you have one asset and the liabilities, and the balance, they both should be equal. Why? Because we always make dual entries, one the person who is giving it and one the person who is receiving it. That is why always your liabilities and the assets are equal. Okay, let us take an example. A firm was started by Miss Priya with a cash of 1 lakh. The following will be effects on the accounting equation. Okay, on the asset side it will be cash because the cash has come in 1 lakh, and on the liability side 1 lakh as capital, because now it is the duty of the organization or the company, when it winds up, it has to pay back the money to the owner, right? So see, both the entries, on the asset side also 1 lakh and the liability side also 1 lakh, right? Next we have is the money measurement concept in accounting. Money measurement concept in accounting, also known as measurability concept, means that only transaction events that are capable of being measured in monetary terms, anything which you can measure in monetary term can be recorded in accounting. All transaction and events recorded in the financial statement must be reduced to a unit of monetary currency only. Okay, where it is not possible to assign a reliable monetary value to a transaction event, it shall be recorded in the financial statement. However, any material transaction events that are not recorded for failing to meet the measurability criteria might need to be disclosed in the supplementary notes. If some of the items which you cannot show through accounting, through monetary transaction, then you have to write a small note in, as to why the amount was added or why this was left out. All details should be, right? Next you have matching concept. The principle that requires a company to match expenses with related revenue in order to report a company's profitability during a specified time period. Ideally, the matching is based on the cause and effect relationship. Sales causes the cost of goods, sales expenses and sales commission expenses. If no cause and effect relationship exists, accounts will show an expense in the accounting period when a cost is used up or has expired. Lastly, if a cost cannot be linked to revenue or to an accounting period, the expense will be recorded immediately. An example of this is advertising expenses and research and development expenses. What they are trying to say is, Manchik concept is, see, when you are spending money to produce a good, for example, you are producing, you have a factory of furniture, okay, you are spending money to manufacture these furnitures, that is known as cost of production. Unless and until you have a sale of that product, of that cost of production, means that value which you get after selling, the resale, the value which you get, how would you know whether your company is running at a profit or a loss? And you can't keep producing things unless you sell it out, isn't it? So if there are expenses, there have to be a revenue. Like advertising expenses, here you are spending it. These expenses are such that it can be, the expenses can be recovered lifelong. Like you have Cadbury's, you have the washing powders like Nirma, Lux, the advertisements are so old. They have invested money on that and still they are, able to gain the profit by selling that product. Okay, so matching concept is very. The next and the last point is a going concern concept. A going concern is a business that is assumed will meet its financial obligations when they fall due. That means it is not one day transaction or 1 month transaction, but it is a continuous transaction for whole accounting year. And the accounting year starts from April 1st, it ends the next year 31st March, isn't it? And it is not that liquidation means what? That once, like if you want to wind your organization or your company, what you need to do is, now the people, those who have invested money, they want the money back. You have to give it money back, so that all the things which you have, all your assets, that has to be sold and liquefied, isn't it? So that is not there. It is an ongoing continuous process, okay, and it keeps on running unless and until it is forced to be closed, right? And question will be based on these only topics, children, that what is define each points which is there. Okay, you need to write. If it is 1 point, it will come for a 2 marks question. You have to give detailed information. Otherwise, they will write any 5 concepts you have to write about accounting. So you can write in brief about all.